Well, as we've already checked out the Porsche Museum, it'd be rude not to return the favour and come here to BMW Welt.
A whole museum dedicated to leaking motors.
Let's go check it out.
I'll be honest, it doesn't look very open. Direct comparison to mine, what do you think?
I don't know how they got it this big. I know it's made for the Chinese market, but it's ridiculous.
I'll be honest, compared to the last one, I actually prefer the styling of this. I think it's this one and the 5 Series, the M5, two BMWs that I'll buy.
This is at least quite imposing,
range.
I think. I mean, it's ugly as hell. We saw one on the Autobahn yesterday. Like these grills at the front.
I don't like the plastic grills with no holes in them.
Oh yeah, this is the i7, isn't it?
Yeah.
M5
oh,
as well.
That makes sense.
So that's why they haven't got any grills. But I think that's, look, 150 grand, and that's just plastic.
I need to take the M badge off.
So would you have one of these over yours if you were in the 90s as a businessman / now? They were both brand new cars.
I think I'd have this if I was someone who didn't like cars.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Just because you don't have to worry about the ABS unit going.
Yeah. I would actually have the electric
leaking.
one as well, because you've got that linear torque and it's probably a lot smoother and quieter.
Like in a city, and if you have a driveway and everything, electric cars are actually pretty good, but I just don't think they're good for mass market.
This is Car Chaps consumer advice in action right now. It's the X6, I think. I lose track of all these crossovers.
I have to say, I don't like the back, these like crossover coupe SUVs, but the front is very imposing. I really like design.
It's massive carbon fibre scoop. I know, but it's just silly, isn't it? It's like the Cayenne GT. Those coupe SUVs, ridiculous. They're so popular. I mean, I'm completely wrong. They're just absolutely a huge cash cow with BMW, but it's even got one of those racing.
I think we forget that we're not the target market for these, and they actually do really well. And if they don't,
petrol heads are no longer the target market for a lot of brands like BMW. That's
you're going to get Karen driving this round
from China.
Nice big brakes. Look at that. That's juicy. Red calipers. Drill disc.
That's all I can think of to say about this car. I don't want to look at it anymore. Now, everyone in automotive journalism is currently pleasuring themselves silly about this car.
Vaseline everywhere.
Everywhere. But my problem with it is I don't know how many people are actually going to buy one. You know, they've just brought this out. Has there been an M3 Touring before?
You had the E46. You had the E.
No, it didn't.
No.
No. So everyone thinks this is the missing link in BMW heritage, but I'm not sure it is. The boot isn't actually that large. I don't know how many people who actually buy these cars want to use it every day. They're just too compromised now.
They've always had an issue with this though. They didn't have an M5 Touring, they didn't have an M3 Touring.
Yeah, that's very true.
And when they did, they didn't really sell well.
Exactly. So I'll be interested to see how many people actually buy one. I know I definitely would if I had the money, but I don't.
There's something sexy about a state car that goes fast.
You
can be a dad.
I can't describe it to women, they don't understand it, but to men, there is something about being able to get all your tools in the back and be able to survive on your own in the wilderness with a V8.
Yeah.
That's what this
is. Is it a V8?
Yeah. Or is it a V8?
I thought it's an inline 6. Is it?
Well, there you go.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
BMW knowledge over here. I thought it was a V8.
Is it?
Smells of oil. Horrid old oil. So Neemah, tell me about your recent acquisition.
Well, obviously my hand was forced a bit, but I have recently purchased this E38 7 Series. I've always wanted to get one of these. Personally, I was going to go for an Oxford Green one and maybe a higher spec than this, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. There's a few mods and stuff that I could do to this to make it look more like what I want.
What sort of mods would you do?
I think wheels I'd change.
Yeah, that's the first thing for me.
They are quite classic BMW, these BBS style wheels.
Yeah,
I think
impossible
they're
to clean though as well. Like you need a toothbrush to get in there.
They just look a bit
manky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some M parallels maybe, or Star 32.
Can you get rid of this plastic poverty spec side skirt?
I think the facelift ones had that, but it was painted the same colour as the body.
So you could always replace some of those ones.
I could do that if I wanted. I want to change the lights to clears rather than ambers, because I think ambers look quite cheap.
Yeah.
There's
just a few nicks and scratches, obviously the peeling paint here as well.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's quite Bond-like. You've always wanted a 7 Series, I've always wanted one because of Tomorrow Never Dies, and we are in an underground car park. Are there any German henchmen around?
We don't know, but as I said, it looks amazing, but also the best selling point of this car is driving it. So I think We should go for a pot around Munich, and then maybe you could have a drive. See what it's
Oh,
like.
I look forward to it. Let's go. Oh, it's locked.
Yeah, it is locked.
Right, here we are then, driving the 7 Series. So what have your first impressions been of this motor?
Well, I was really disappointed I couldn't bring my E39 M5. However, this has been a really, really good replacement, and I've really warmed up to it. It's comfortable, it wafts along, you can go really fast in it. We were cruising at 140, that was fine.
You were pulling really strong. You were keeping up with us in the box there.
It's got the torque.
Minus the Nürburgring, we're actually glad you brought this.
Oh, yes.
Bit of a stretch, I'd say, but it's... Yeah.
Right, you want to hear some acceleration?
Yeah, I do. That sounds bloody good.
It pulls.
That sounds really
You
good.
cannot complain.
I was really surprised. When you said you were getting this car, I was expecting it to V8 to be very characterless, but that is fantastic.
When you start it up, there's a distinct smell of, the best way I can put it is sanitary blood that comes through the AC, and I don't know what's going on
what
there.
that smells like?
Don't ask, but I don't know what's going on there, but that's genuinely what it smells like, so I need to investigate that issue, because I do not want that every time I get in the car.
That is a strong scent on a hot day. Standouts for me so far from being a passenger, that V8 is a lot louder than you think it's going to be. I thought it'd be a very like low-strained, quiet, refined V8, but actually it's quite gruff. I'd say it's louder in here than the M5.
So I think there is a blow in the exhaust system, annoyingly.
In just the right place.
Yeah, in just the right blow.
Just the right place.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's the M62, the pre-Vanos M62, the 4.4 litre one, which means it's quite linear up until about 4,000 RPM.
Right.
Then it really goes for it. So you do have to wring it out if you want to get all that performance. However, you don't really need all the performance down there. It's a waft machine, as we're saying.
It is a waft machine.
You just need a bit of torque to pull you along, and you're golden. Looks like something off a spaceship. Or some weird sex toy.
Expert automotive journalism there.
Yeah.
Is that
I know
official?
nothing.
Is that official, Neemah?
I think these are the M performance parts, so you can buy all these extra bits and whack them on your car.
Yeah.
So all the Darrens and the Chaps of the UK are absolutely creaming themselves, going, oh, let me put this on my BMW.
That looks awful.
Yeah,
It's burst into Halfords.
Yeah, those tips that you get in Halford.
Do people on your group chats like this sort of thing?
Oh no, because if you say anything that isn't E39 M5 related,
You get hanged.
oh,
Yeah.
they lose their mind.
Politics. Okay, let's find my seating position.
Yep, memory seats, you've got 3 memory settings.
I might have to go quite a bit forward here. I am vertically challenged, as well as mentally.
Sounds very nice.
Sounds very nice.
So foot on the brake, whack it and drive. You've got a foot handbrake as well.
Yeah, so in drive, how do I let go of the foot clutch?
Oh, I didn't put the handbrake on.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, wonderful.
So don't have to worry about that.
This is so much more relaxing immediately than my Porsche. I mean,
Yeah.
this whole journey, it's been wonderful, but it is constant. Bang, 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 bang. You just get so worn out by it. These Croatians.
I have enjoyed the automatic, have to say. It's been really nice having an auto BMW.
Yeah.
So we have to address the beaver in the room. Wait, the beaver, that's not the right word. The grills, what are we thinking?
Much a beaver. It's really grown on me, actually. I really hated it at first, and I hate it on every other BMW, including that awful iX.
Yeah.
But on this, it really works in M4 form. The standard one, it looks horrific because it's all weighted wrong.
I mean, it's a proper M interior, isn't it?
Apparently, I mean, again, I haven't driven one, but apparently everyone says that these seats look fantastic, but are awful to get in and out of because you've got that massive carbon fibre. All I can say is a ball buster.
Do you know what? It just looks like a standard BMW interior that's been doused in carbon fibre and got some bucket seats.
And that is my personal problem with BMW, is that a lot of them
It's
cannot
not
be jazzed up.
E39 M5, you've got the heritage interior,
Yeah.
harking back to the old days. And
Oh
like
yeah,
loads of different
You managed to
options.
actually link this all the way back to E38.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, I mean. Maybe keep going to the end and then right.
See
so we
what
can
happens.
avoid-
Might end up going into Narnia. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's an E-Class, the later one. Nice. That was a T.
Driven by an old man.
Yeah.
Classic, standard.
Do you want one of those? So yeah, I'm impressed that it's all very nice. The weighting's loose, which is actually what you kind of want in a car like this. So, to conclude... Ooh. Oh shit, sorry mate, sorry.
If I had to pick this or my M5, I still would go with the M5.
Surprise.
Yeah, I'd rather have the performance element in there as well.
If you had your standard suspension on, your M5,
I think that'd be a perfect all-rounder.
really.
Yeah.
So yeah, to conclude, I am bloody happy with it. I love it. I'm wafting. I mean, that guy beeping at me, if I was in my Porsche, I'd be stressed.
Yeah.
Be low down, I feel vulnerable. Cloth roof, he could get him with a knife. This, I'm just wafting. What's he gonna do?
We're also waffling.
Yeah, we are. So thank you for watching Car Chaps. As always, we'll see you for the next one.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
No, Auf Wiedersehen.
Nice and lingual.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.